I was talking to Mr. Bajunas earlier this weekend. I had to go over some campfire things with him. I said, I want to go over this so you know what's going on. He said, well, that would be the first thing I know that's going on this weekend. There's just so much going on that we just, can't keep it straight. So we overlooked some people that we wanted to thank earlier. There was another committee that was out there, and I'll be honest with you, I was asked to make this announcement, but I do not want people to think that I was the one who initiated it or brought it on. Not to say that I should have done it or that it's not deserving, but the credit goes to some additional people who put forth a tremendous amount of effort to coordinate a lot of resources with our alumni. As I understand, this idea sparked with Jason Paisley, if I remember correctly, of what I'm told. And then the person who did a lot of the legwork was Matt McCracken. Matt is back there waving, and I really want to thank them. And what they managed to do was they managed to contact our alumni, and we got together with them and combined some resources. We also had someone else get together and combine some resources with some scouts, and would like to make a special presentation at this time. So, Mr. Kuzma, if you want to come forward. Mr. Bajunas, if you want to work your way around, it might be easier instead of fighting over chairs. And then we'll get everybody, are we all coming up here soon?
I remember.
And just so everyone knows, this is going to be our stage for everything tonight, just this area, so everyone can see, and then snack will go on in the back. Go ahead, Mr. Kuzma.
One of the things Mr. P was talking about this morning is the 100th anniversary of Scouting and the other festivities going on along with our 35th anniversary of the troop. And they have a thing going on this year. Some of the alumnus coming back tonight. There's 4 merit badges the BSA introduced into the Boy Scout program this year. And these boys have an opportunity to earn them only this year. It's tracking, pathfinding, signaling, and carpentry. Carpentry is the thing I do for a living, and so I immediately signed up for carpentry merit badge. We had several of our guys sign up. One of the projects is sitting right over here. About a half a dozen boys have finished the merit badge. We got probably another dozen interested, and they started working on a project, and we're going to have a meeting at my house. But the first phase that came through, we had a group go to a lumber mill that I do business with, and they had this really neat machine that does laser work. And so they took and come on up here, Mr. P. They lasered out our logo in a piece of maple. And some of you that were at summer camp might recognize this fella. He's the ideal scout. We put it on our sign at Camp Manitowoc. But they lasered this out, and it was a surprise to me. He asked me for something to do, and this is something that I came up with about a year or so ago for the troop. And I emailed it to him, and much to my surprise, he had lasered it out right in front of the boys, and the laser actually cuts it out, and it's really neat to watch it work. We met in the lobby, and they took a vote, who should get this? And I'm thinking, oh, merit badge counselor, right? Yeah. Nope, Mr. P. So, with that, it says on the back, presented to Scoutmaster Jim Bajunas from Centennial Carpentry Merit Badge Class 2010.
Cool. Thank you very much.
All right. Now, that was pretty much a gift from some of our scouts. I'm going to go back to that other committee we had. They worked long and hard. They contacted people from the East Coast to the West Coast, people that were here in North America, people who were in Europe, people who were in the Middle East. It really is quite a gathering of resources. And because of that, we pulled some things together, and as the alumni, and again, the alumni support the scouts here in this troop. So from the alumni, from the scouts, Mr. Hillman, you would like to say a few things at this time?
Yes. A few months ago, some of the alumni members contacted me, and they realized, the troop's celebrating our 35th anniversary. However, even more better than that is Jim, Mr. Pajunas, who's been Scoutmaster of this troop for 30 years. So the alumni decided we want to do something for his dedication to service. So unfortunately, we couldn't get it here in time, but we were able to raise enough money for his own canoe. We'll name it dedication. Here's a picture of what we're going to set it up as. Yes. I understand it's going to be a 16-footer.
And a lightweight.
So.
An ultralight.
All right. But this group was so overzealous, you know, and everyone really wanted to contribute. I mean, to just give them a canoe and tell them to go up the creek, we didn't buy them that. You know, just do it. Well, people contributed. It kept going on and kept going on and kept going on. We thought, okay, now what do we do? What do we do? So, you ready? Or you're going to stand there?
I was going to stand here.
All right.
Out of harm's
So,
way.
we not only raised enough for the canoe, we raised enough money to establish a fund that would pretty much take care of watercraft in this troop. And so we'd like to present a check for the balance of that donation to Mr. Pajunas for a fund in his name that pretty much is the Jim Pajunas Watercraft Fund. So,
This is a, as part of history here, you guys are all used to seeing Matt up here taking pictures and seeing them online. A generation ago, that was Mike Wisniewski. He was right there with the video camera or whatever, taking pictures. And the one generation before Matt, that's who was doing it. And he's back out here taking all these shots now. It's great to see all these guys from back in the day. Greg, by the way, for those of you that were filling out those papers and getting signatures, there's your charter member right there. There's your charter scout who's been here since day one. And it was shortly after that that folks like the Lapalas came on board and some of those other guys. And it's great to see so many people able to come back out here. I'm glad we did have a little bit of rain because I don't think it would be a one-on-one event without having a little bit of that weather as well. So hopefully everybody's enjoying their weekend out here and our 35th celebration and things like that. We've got, so I know you've got Vespers coming up, I believe, isn't that right? Mr. Young back there and helping with the group. You have a special program tonight, don't you? You've added music, haven't you? Yes, you have. And the Western Trio, all right. And
Trio.
And I know that we talked to, and Craig was one of the people chirping at me. We've asked Ken to for you scouts. Your campfires have gone into skip mode here lately, and Ken's going to take you back a little bit. We're going to try and start another program here that takes you guys back into more of what traditional campfires used to be years ago. And so we're going to have Dr. Lapala kind of help kick that off tonight, and something we're going to hope to continue here through the next few years. So with that, thank you, and thank you very much. And